What is going on, guys? It's Blake, and welcome back to the game room, the safest place in all of YouTube. So, happy Pokemon Day. First of all, happy Pokemon Day. February 27th is when the first games came out. We all know this, especially if you watch Pokemon Presents. What I didn't know is that we were actually going to get some information. So, just to recap, we knew a couple days ago that Pokemon Presents was going to be doing like a little update kind of thing. It was going to be 14 minutes long. I didn't expect anything. Which is why I didn't live stream or record like an entire reaction. It's why we're sitting here now, in hindsight, about to watch this final little trailer that literally blew up YouTube, from what I could tell. Literally, I mean, this is like the peak, hype is real, like reaction campaign, like that kind of stuff. Like, this got it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of watch it, or like kind of dive into it a little bit. I've already seen it, of course, so I'm not, this isn't really a reaction, so I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing it. So go ahead and watch it first if you want to. But basically, before we get into it, without any more spoilers, because it's going to be in the thumbnail title anyway, we just got Gen 9. And I was not expecting this at all, so I'm going to go ahead and just talk a little bit more, while we're watching it, and we'll just get right into it. So, obviously, like, yeah, he finishes off talking. Yeah, then we start getting this like little cinematic thing of just this cop. It looks, or like some kind of security guard, talking, and or like just kind of walking around trying to figure out what's going on, making sure everything's safe and all that, all good. We'll kind of skip past that for a minute. We see eventually he's in Game Freak, which immediately, I think at some point also, that's a little loud. It also showed this like creature running around in the wall or something like that he missed. And then we get into here. Yeah. At first I was thinking like, okay, were we getting some kind of Detective Pikachu 2? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Honestly, when I first saw this, I was really hoping we were gonna get to see the Snag Machine. And he was just like guarding the Snag Machine in some building, and you see it got stolen, which meant we were getting a remake or reimagining of the Pokemon Coliseum and XD of Darkness games. That was what I was really hoping for. I still want that, but this is cool too, don't get me wrong. But I do think eventually they should do Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, because especially with like the open world that they're really trying to do now, it would be so cool. Anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, all the wind starts going. You see him kind of... Yeah, you see a giant blinding video frame was what it looks like. First, blinds up, and just like that, we are in a new freaking generation of games. And it looks so good. It literally looks like Legends Arceus modernized. It's like a mix. It's like what we wanted Sword and Shield to be. And like, I get like, and obviously, pause. Rewind it a little bit. The windmills, if we could just show them like that, it looks so, like it's so choppy. And I get the whole game footage and final kind of thing. I love the look of that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, seeing them like is not as like, it doesn't look as smooth. Like, even the birds flying, like, it doesn't look super smooth. I actually really like that. I like the design idea of that. And like, obviously the game isn't finalized like they said, and like they just announced it and all that, but like, it looks so good. It looks exactly what we wanted. Oh, also, this is beautiful right here. I don't know if this is like their main world or whatever, but you bet. And also, oh, you want to get into details? You want to get into details right here? Paul, like, look at that. Look how clean that is. Like, you could see, like, it looks so good. Like, the scales actually, like, oh my god. I've never actually been that big of a fan of Survivor. I like Survivor, don't get me wrong. But this? Dog, it's over. It's over. Pokemon has won. Like, and like, Larvitar's gonna be in this game. Like, it looks so good. And like this, I don't know. Like, it looks so good. I want to say it's like Alola or something like that. My guess is Spain. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is supposed to be a Spain region. Because, like, the architecture and, like, the trees and stuff that you see around it looks like a coastal town. My first thought was maybe Germany when we saw the castle. But, like, seeing this, and seeing like all the other stuff. We've already gotten France. We've already gotten London. We're not real. Guarantee we're not going back to Hawaii, because that or like I don't think it's any like tropical region. Like I don't think we're going to like the Caribbeans or anything like that. I think this is Spain. And we'll see also with the names later. But yeah, this to me is like a Spanish region, which I think is super cool. Also, the way they're dressed kind of also makes me think that. But oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so I guess actually I'll go ahead and talk. We'll just go ahead and let it keep playing out, and then we'll go back to that because I actually noticed something just there about the games that it wouldn't have. I don't think anyone really picked up on the first time. So yeah, we get all this stuff. Again, a lot of this stuff is also telling me Spain, just like the extra like design stuff in this room. And then starters. We're just getting starters. Like what? Dude, it's so cool. So I guess just to kind of look at these for a little bit. Obviously, I think in my initial rankings, it was the water type first, grass type second, fire type third. I'm not a big fan of the fire type. It looks like a Duraludon fire type version, basically. The ducklet looking thing, honestly, kind of reminds me of Daffy. I'm not going to lie. I kind of love it. It's cute. But then, like, after I keep looking at it more, it's like, oh, the grass type is actually really cute. I really like that one. To me, it kind of looks like a, little, what were those things called? Little Pets? What were they called? I think they were Little Pets. Or, I'll put a picture up the screen of what I think it looks like. But yeah, it looks like one of those. The fire type, I'm optimistic. Let's say that. I think the final evolution could be really cool. The duck one, I think could be cool. I'm seeing maybe like a boomerang, something going on there. I think the grass type. Well, obviously the grass types are always based off extinct animals, so this is based off some kind of extinct fox. So if we can get an idea what that is, then we'll probably have a general idea what the final evolution looks like. I'm thinking like maybe a grass fairy or grass dark for the grass type. And I know that's really like those are very opposites, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Because also it's a cat, so like I could see it going either way. The way it looks right now, it looks like it could be a fairy type, but I could also see it getting a lot meaner and like darker as the time goes on. But we'll see. And then the fire type, I'm getting like a fire rock, fire ground kind of vibe from it. I'm thinking we get some kind of another lizard or a dragon, maybe like Godzilla almost. Kind of like almost like a fire. Yeah, I'm thinking fire ground for the starter. And then obviously I think the duck Pokemon is probably going to be water flying. I don't know how you don't do that realistically. I think it stays water flying throughout. I think we get grass dark for grass, and then probably fire ground. Or maybe fire dragon. I could see that too. I doubt it though, because I don't think they would ever do a starter Pokemon as a dragon, but we'll see. Also, I think it probably has to be something that like all the secondary typings kind of rearrange themselves. So like, because they did that with Gen 5 and they did that with Gen 7 as well, with ground beating steel, fighting beating steel, steel kind of beating ground, and ground beating fire. They did that same thing with Gen 7 with the fairy type beating dark type beating ghost type, and then ghost beating fairy. They kind of did that thing. I don't think ghost actually beats fairy, but you get the point. So I feel like they might do something similar here. So like the flying could beat whatever, or the rock or the fire type will beat whatever the water type is weak against. The water type will, the water secondary will beat whatever the grass is weak against, which I guess would make that flying to grass. And then the grass type will be able to beat whatever the fire type is weak against. I could see them doing that. But anyway, we're gonna kind of let it move forward a little bit so we can actually talk about the names. Like also, they look really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm less high on the fire type, but the other two look great. And then we get the names Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Like, dog. It's so cool. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, when they first just showed Pokemon Scarlet, let's see if I can show it. Like, I legitimately thought that, like, this was it. We weren't getting 2 games anymore. We were just sticking to 1. And I was really excited for a split second. And then, of course, we get Pokemon Violet. And, don't get me wrong, didn't get any less excited. I thought for a split second we were getting 1 game. I think that was really it. I think after that, it just kind of fades to black. Yeah, and we get, like, it releases in late 2022, which means we're getting it around probably Thanksgiving time. Which is super cool, and I cannot wait to live stream this and just record this stuff in general. But going back to what I did see right here, Scarlet and Violet. you see the colors of the games in the game itself, and to me that was a nice little touch. Like, again, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's just books. It's just decoration. You're never gonna look at them, but like the fact that they put the names of the games as the colors of the two prominent books there, to me, is super cool. But yeah, so yeah, super cool. We got the freaking Gen 9 is confirmed, which means, by the way, we are one step closer to getting Gen 10 or Gen 5 remakes. It's not going to be this generation because the way they always do it is, if you've ever actually looked at it, aside from Gen 1, it's always the duplicate. So in Gen 3, we got Gen 1. That's the exception because obviously 1 times 2 is 2, but like you don't want to remake the game, especially when Johto basically had Kanto in it. But anyway, so then Gen 4 has Gen 2 remakes, Gen 6 has Gen 3, Gen 8 had Gen 4. So we still got another generation to go before we get Unova remakes. But when we get Unova remakes, oh, I'm going to be hyped. It's not going to be this upcoming year. It's not going to be a couple years from now. It's probably going to be like another like 5 or 6 years before we get them. But I am so excited. But I am also really excited for these games and cannot wait to play them and add the Pokemon that we get in these games to our adventure. I hope they bring a little bit of, obviously they're bringing in like the open world aspect of Legends Arceus. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the Catch 'em All feature in Legends Arceus. I think it fits for that game. I don't think it would fit for anything else. So I think they should kind of leave it as the way, like a kind of more traditional game. And I hope they bring back like the gym, and I really hope we bring back like a full national dex too. That would also be really nice. I really hope we can actually do that. At this point, like, I want to be able to use all my Pokemon throughout my entire like adventures in the same game. That would be nice. But anyway, Pokemon, hear my plea. That's my goal. But yeah, so that was a very nice morning thing to wake up to. Again, like I said, I was really watching the live stream in my bed, not expecting any big news or anything like that. And then of course, as soon as we get this, I'm like, I should have been freaking recording and like live streaming it and stuff like that. But here we are. It's all good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the newest Pokemon game. Gen 9 has been confirmed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This has been Blake. We'll see you guys later.